All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me, go to the chat box, type in 777. Oh, plenty comedian, welcome. As you can see, I'm in another background. I'm relocating to, I'm kind of like changing another location. So I'm actually taking my things gradually. Maybe in a week time, I'll be staying another, another setup. That's what trading lifestyle is because you have to keep moving to the next level. Good evening, good evening, good evening. But I have to make sure that I show up, 8 p.m. today to make sure that I drop value the way I used to drop it every single week. Like I told you, on Sundays right now, this is when I now do live shows on Sundays on YouTube. But on Wednesdays, I do mentorship for our guys on the WhatsApp group. These are people who are with us. This is what I do on Wednesday. We didn't see comedian. I did not show up on Wednesday because that last Wednesday, I say I will not be doing YouTube shows again. That I'll be doing a private mentorship on Wednesdays with some people, and I did it. But on Sunday, I will always show up. So I said it. I said it. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hope you are having a great day. This is a new week starting today. The market is opening maybe in less than 2 3 hours or so, less than 2 3 hours or so. So I'm gonna go straight into sharing my screen. But I don't know how was your last week. My last week was profitable because I closed just 2%. Yeah, I just made 2% last week. It is what it is. It wasn't a bad week at all. Um, it wasn't a bad week at all. It was a good week, in my opinion. It was a good week for me, in my opinion. Okay, I believe you can see my screen right now. Okay. All right, you can see my screen. All right, so I'm gonna go straight into the chart to show you things about the charts, and I'm gonna also talk about something a little bit tonight. But I'm gonna be showing you what to expect this week because I like focusing on Euro USD pairs. Sorry, I like focusing on USD pairs, which is AED USD, Euro USD, USD CAD, USD JPY, or GBP US. Anything USD, I can actually. Oh, nice. Chinedu Jeremiah said, I finished with a gold at 2%. Right, that's amazing. I forecasted the drop of gold on this channel on Sunday. I told you guys that gold was going to drop. In as much as we might not know how it's going to drop, we might have a pullback and we might not have a pullback. But the idea is that we're going to go down. So to read price action and to see what happens and you take action. Like I said, do not forecast the market. For example, what I mean by forecasting the market is that you saying that this thing must happen here. No, that is forecasting. All you are meant to do is if the market do this, this is what I'm meant to do. In as much as it's still part of forecast, but it has an element of taking action based on what the market has done in the direction of the market. Like for what I mean by forecasting is like when the market is on a bearish trend, someone will be forecasting bullish at some point without the market showing a bullish sign. So shout out to Chinedu for closing 2% on gold last week. I actually closed 2%. I took Euro USD and AUD USD and another beautiful trade on USD card for a sell. Yeah, these are the trade I took on last week. So looking at the first chart I have right here, this is Bitcoin. I'm still very bearish on Bitcoin. The sentiment about Bitcoin is very bearish because for the past how many weeks right now? 1, 2, 3. For the past 3 weeks, the market has been closing bearish candle on the weekly time frame. Now, what do you think that could happen? The next thing that will happen is a very massive bearish candle down to 19,000 on Bitcoin. This is something that we're going to be expecting in this month of September. And if that happens, it will take so many other cryptocurrencies down. And guess what? When we see these bearish movements happening, that are going to happen on Bitcoin, happens, that would be an opportunity to buy. Because why? I'm actually stacking USDT because I'm going to be buying a lot of cryptocurrencies, in this season. Because why, guys? There is so much money to. I can tell you, if you understand stock market, you will know that cryptocurrency is a huge opportunity. And then there's so many forex traders are not paying attention to crypto because the only thing you know is forex. I understand forex is good for trading, but for me, cryptocurrency is so good for investment because there is so much opportunity in it, and you don't even need to be an expert to make money in crypto. All you need to do is to understand the idea of investment by buying a cryptocurrency, and guess what? Holding it, you can make so much money from it. I know so many of you have a question whereby that you don't know how to engage in cryptocurrency, you don't know how to set up accounts. We have heard of so many cryptocurrency scams, so many things happening in the cryptocurrency space, so many companies going out of business, a lot of things happening. Guys, I made a promise in this channel that I'm going to be creating a video that is going to help anybody to do anything for yourself. Now, let me show you what I did. Okay, let me just finish what I'm just saying before I show you what I did. Because of the opportunity in crypto, and I've seen what is going on in the industry, I've seen how people are being hurt every single time. I was able to create something that can help people to engage the world of cryptocurrency by themselves. I want to tell you this. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, cryptocurrency is the next 21st century investment opportunity for everyday investor like you and I. Not everybody can go into the US stock market. As a matter of fact, we that are in Nigeria, the only stock that we can have access to is those high value stock like Apple stock, Google stocks, Amazon stock, all of those stocks that are expensive. We can have access to some stocks that are still very cheap that we can buy and make so much money. We don't have access to it easily. I'm not saying we don't have access to it, but we don't easily have access to it. But cryptocurrency is something that anybody can have access to. With as little as 5,000 naira, you can start building your infrastructure. You can start saving in the cryptocurrency industry. And I can tell you, just pay attention to what's going to happen in 2024 and 2025. Because why? 2024 is election season in the US. And historically, during election season, the stock market and the cryptocurrency market do very well. Because why? The government will try to put a policy that will make the citizens to make some money, to feel excited so they can win election. So it is an opportunity for you to learn how to get into crypto and start taking advantage to buy so many cryptocurrency right now that we are in a bear market, not when we are in bull market. I am taking position heavily in the cryptocurrency space, and you ought to be doing the same. You don't need any special skill to make money in crypto. All you need is information and the right skill for you to engage. So I put together a video tutorial that can help anybody. If you're a beginner, if you are an advanced trader, whatever you are, all you need to do is to go through that video training, and you can be able to do anything for yourself. You can be able to know what is crypto, how to buy a coin, how to sell, how to convert it to your local currency, whether Naira, or Ghana cedis, or South African ZAR, whatever currency you want to, anything you can ever think of, I put together on how you can do all of these things. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Just give me a few minutes to show you what I'm talking about, what I just did. I think I have the link here. I believe you can still see my screen. So this is what I did. I make sure that I put together everything you need. This is A to Z step-by-step cryptocurrency guide for beginners and advanced investor, covering all aspects of cryptocurrency investments. This is what I did in this video. Now, these are the topics I was able to talk about. You need to learn how to set up your crypto account as a beginner, learn how to buy coin on centralized and decentralized exchange. You need to understand what is a centralized exchange and what is a decentralized exchange. And I've been able to do a video in all of those things. And I was able to explain to you the difference, the risk involved in all of these things. I know some of you might tell what happened to a company called Patricia. They had some issue with liquidity of people, today. I was able to pinpoint the reason why I don't like to deal with centralized platform because of risk involved in it. All of the things I said in this video is happened to so many companies, and it will happen to more because why? We are human beings. Some people can make mistakes at the cost of doing business. Now, the top thing I also teach there is learn how to make your first $10,000 in crypto. Learn about common mistakes. You need to understand common mistakes people make in crypto. And again, how to exchange your cryptocurrency to your local currency. I talked about it in this channel, in this course. And also learn how to do P2P trading. P2P trading is very important because why? There's a lot of things going on in P2P. Now, P2P is for you to convert your Naira to USDT, or for you to convert your USDT to Naira. And guess what? It is very profitable for you to save your money in USDT, even if you don't want to buy any coin. Do you know that if you buy USDT when it was 500 sometime early this year or towards the ending of last year, now, and you did not do anything, right now you have made so much profit. Right now, $1 is around $935. Sorry, 935 Naira for $1. That is what it is. You need to learn how to do all of these things and make money for yourself. Another thing I talked about is how to avoid risk in crypto. As you can see, these are the course content, introduction to the class. Now, I talk about why I want you to invest in crypto. I was able to do a massive explanation for you to see the opportunity we have right here in front of us. Now, let me tell you about this opportunity. The global stock market is valued at $108 trillion. The global stock market all over the world. Now, the crypto market is just $1.2 trillion. Now, that is as of the time I made that record, I made the video. But right now, the crypto market is valued at $1 trillion, meaning that there is so much opportunity right now in crypto that you need to take advantage of. People have taken advantage of the early internet during the early 2000s, the dot-com boom. So many people took advantage of it by buying and investing in those companies. We have an opportunity right now to be able to invest in cryptocurrency. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first wave, but there are so many cryptocurrencies that's going to change a lot of things in the world. You need to be aware of those ones, and you need to start buying them. Right now, it is very cheap. Now, this is also what I talked about. I talked about the history of Bitcoin. You can also understand what is Bitcoin, what is crypto. This is everything you need to know. Like, after going through this training, you don't even need any other training. You can see basic cryptocurrency knowledge. I talked about so many topics here, understanding crypto terminologies, what is blockchain, trading versus investment. I talk about what is trading, what is altcoin, what is stable coin versus token, crypto security, what is fundamental and technical analysis, website to find list of cryptocurrency, what is airdrop, what is arbitrage, what is ICO. You can see the way I've been able to show you the topics I discussed, I talked about. This is everything you can ever think of in the cryptocurrency space. And guess what? More is also going to be coming, because I'm going to be adding to this list to make sure that I give people updated information. As you can see, what is crypto exchange, decentralized exchange, what is, how to download all of those things, how to set up accounts, how to do everything you can ever think of. I did everything here, guys. As you can see, what to know before buying any coin. I explain it, how to analyze a coin, how to make your first $10,000 in crypto, how to make 100x in the next bull market. The next bull market is coming in 2024. You need to start preparing right now, not 2024, right now. I also talk about, this is a bonus class. I talk about what is DeFi, what is Metaverse, and also what is NFT. It is so important for you to understand what I put together in this video training that can be able to help anybody to be able to navigate the world of cryptocurrency. Now, for you to have access to this training, all you need to do is to check the link in the description. That is the first link in the description. By clicking on that link, you can have access to it for you to start learning and educating yourself today. It is very, very important that you educate yourself, because why? I take my time to be able to do this training to show you why it's important for you to start taking advantage of the cryptocurrency world. It is not something you put deaf ears on. It is where you can start investing. That is the idea. Investments cannot go out of business. You need to start investing no matter how little. So, and that is what I put together to be able to help you engage the world of cryptocurrency. Whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to do in the cryptocurrency world, you can do it very well. Now, if you're just watching us live right now, I want you to do me a favor by clicking on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the post notification. Because why? When you do that, it helps YouTube algorithm to share this video to so many people who will be interested in the financial market, so they can come to this channel to learn about the financial market. If you also check the videos I usually drop in this YouTube channel, I talk about Forex and I also talk about crypto industry, because why? I am so passionate about the financial market, because I've read a lot of books concerning financial markets, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And this is what you always see me do. I will never do any other thing focusing on financial markets. Even if I want to do any other thing, but financial market is my go-to activity, whereby that this is what people know me for. All right, so let's go back to the chart to continue what I'm doing in the chart. But if you just want to get this training, all you need to do is check the link in the description so you can actually click on the link and have access to the training. Like I said, Bitcoin is going down, and very bearish on Bitcoin. So let's go to other analysis of the week. So this is DXY. You can see I usually kickstart every of my analysis by looking at DXY and what is actually going on. As you can see, DXY has been very bullish for over 2 months right now on the weekly time frame. Now, it makes sense that we might possibly see DXY going to 105.885. This is where we can possibly see DXY looking at what is going on in a weekly time frame. But does that mean that this week will start with that once markets open tonight, that the markets can continue going up? Now, the market can continue going up. That's the first thing that could happen. The second thing that could happen is that we might see a significant retracement on DXY during the week before we start going up. And also pay attention. I think this week we'll have a couple of news. I think we'll have CPI this week. There are a couple of news coming up this week. So you need to be mindful of those news so that you need to know when to trade and when not to trade. So we might possibly see a pullback, or we might just see market just keep pushing up to 105.885. So let me go to the daily for you to see what is going on the daily. Let me go to the daily. All right, so this is daily chart of DXY. Now, looking at on daily chart of DXY, the reason why I think I'm not saying it's a certain that we're going to have a retracement, because why? That was a high here. This is a high. This is a high, and the market tapped into that high on Thursday and closed below it. We'll grab liquidity and close below it. That was on Thursday. Then what happened on Friday? On Friday, you can see the way we traded below and later closed above. The market was bearish on Friday, and before Friday could close, the market closed. The market rejected all of the things it dropped. Now, does this mean that the market is still bullish? Yeah, the market can turn bullish, but I cannot just say that immediately the market opened this week, maybe tonight or tomorrow, that we'll start seeing Euro USD DXY going up. I'm not expecting Euro USD DXY to go up. I'm expecting a significant pullback on DXY before the bullishness continues. So if we go on the 4 hours to see what the price action is developing. Now, as you can see, the reason why I strongly believe that we can have a pullback is for you to see the way we got to that high. We dropped, we push up, we dropped, we push up, we dropped, we push up again. Now, what are we doing? We are forming a bearish formation. This is start moving correctively as we get to that high. You can see the way when we grab liquidity and took out that high on Thursday. You can see we took out that high on Thursday. Then we took out the high on Thursday and closed bearish. Then on Friday we had a very massive bearish candle. Then before that day, you see the market rejecting up, going back to that same high. It makes sense to me for me to start expecting sell on DXY during this week. And if we start seeing DXY selling this week, possibly we're going to be seeing Euro USD buying, AED USD buying, USD CAD selling, USD JPY selling, GBP USD buying. These are some of the opportunity we can take advantage of. And we can actually see gold buying as well, because if DXY is dropping, gold will be going up. So it makes sense for me to see a retracement, a deep retracement in DXY back towards back to 104. Now, once the market gets 104, this is when I'm going to be looking at price action to see what price action is telling me, for us to know that can we just continue going, will the market continue going up, or we're going to break that low for a shift of direction. So like I said, I don't predict, I react based on what I see. So looking at what I see right now, DXY is at a supply level, which potentially we can see a bearish market on DXY. So I'm very bearish. I'm very patient. I'm going to be seeing what happens on DXY for Monday and Tuesday. Let's see how the market will develop. So looking at Euro USD, which is the first analysis. Let me start from the weekly. As you can see, we have been bearish. We have been bearish for a lot of weeks. You can see this is a bearish market. As you can see, we are traveling all the way to this downside, which is around 1.06359. This is a potential target we can see Euro USD getting to, but we cannot just get there on a straight line. We need to see some significant pullback happening, because looking at what I just showed you in DXY, if DXY start dropping, Euro USD will start pushing up. So I'm not going to just click on sell, because it doesn't make sense for you in as much as the market is going down. You just click on sell. You are not putting into consideration retracement and so many other things that could possibly happen in the market. So if we go on the daily, you can clearly see that this is actually a very clear target, which is this place is actually a very clear target that price will get to in Euro USD. So, but in the meantime, we cannot just get there, in a straight line. We can get there by, the market creating a lot of, price action movement. We can see market doing some pullback and retracement and all of these things. These things can possibly happen. That's why I'm actually looking out for market to retrace to these 2 points. Look at this point. This is the first point retracement I'm expecting the market to get to. Then this is the second point retracement. But the one that could likely happen is the first one. But the second one could also happen. The market can retrace up onto that level. Anything can happen. But as a trader, I can't say this is where it's going to happen. But I need to put some scenarios I have in mind, what I'm expecting. Like if I'm buying, where I'm expecting the market to push up to before the market changes direction based on what I saw in price. So now looking at what is going on, there is not much details to talk about on this daily chart, because daily charts, the candle that closed on Friday was a bullish candle, but it was just a bullish candle with a lot of wicks. So it wasn't a strong bullish candle. It was just a kind of a hammer. It was not a strong bullish. You can still call it a bullish candle because it's closed bullish, but it's not a strong bullish candle. So potentially we can actually see the market continue going down. But I'm not seeing the market going down because of what I just showed you guys on DXY. Now, going on the 4 hours, as you can see, the way price action is nicely developing. You see why I told you that this particular high could be possible for a retest before the market goes down. So I'll be very mindful to what the market will do. One of the things I like to tell people, you need to be greedy where people are not greedy. And you need to be fearful where people are greedy. This is just financial market. For example, if market start pushing up, a lot of people will be greedy to buy. But if market start going down and getting to some supply and getting to some demand area, a lot of people will be fearful to buy. But these are the time you get the best entry. For me, if I see Euro USD retesting the previous low, I'm going to be buying it. I'm going to be targeting this high. And if we do a calculation based on pips, let's see how many pips that is. From this low to this high, that's around 120 pips in profit. 120 pips potential profit to be made. So I'm going to be looking at to see what the market will do at this level. If we're going to retest this low, I'm going to be buying it, because why? I need to be greedy when people are fearful. I'm fearful when people are greedy. I'm going to do another separate video, not a live video, talking about supply and demand. You need to understand the concept of buying at supply and concept of buying at demand, because if you understand that concept, I think it can actually build a lot of patience for you, whereby that you don't just start making rational decisions. Let me just explain a little bit of that concept. You can see on Friday we saw Euro USD pushing up heavily, and guess what? It got to a supply. This is a supply. Here is a supply. Immediately the market got to that supply, and guess what started happening? We start seeing retracement. The market always retraces at supply and demand levels. That's what the market does. But you need to identify the one that could push it. And that is why I don't look at supply and demand level in the lower time frame, like one hour, 15 minutes. I can't, if I want to take supply and demand serious, I always take it at weekly, daily, and 4 hours. Anything below 4 hours, I will not be interested. That's just the way I do my trading. So because I want to make sure that I take the most solid demand levels and supply levels where the market can possibly reverse. So as you can see, I'm expecting bullishness on Euros USD this coming week. All right, so the next pair we're going to be looking at is AUD USD. Nicely, the same thing. As you can see, AUD USD is even more clearer than AUD USD is more clear than Euro USD. But this is what I'm possibly expecting. I'm expecting a retracement to retest this high and for us to have a massive bearish candle. Possibly we can see this happening. I'm not saying that this is what could 100% happen. Like I said, I don't predict. I react based on what the market is doing. And that is what I usually do. So let me go to daily for you to see what is happening right there. Okay, let me say something here on the weekly. You can see the way the market created this weekly low. And for 2 weeks, or for like 3 weeks now, we have been above that low. For 3 weeks, price have not closed below that low. What does that mean? It means that demand level is a strong demand level for the market holding on to that level for 3 weeks, meaning that level is a very critical level. Now, this is the level I'm talking about. You can see immediately the market created this low. You can see some push up, reverse, push up. You can see the market coming back to that same low, and close above it, it closed above it on, that was on, let me show you. The market closed above it on Tuesday, 5th of September. Then on 6th of September, it dropped and closed above it too. Then on 7th of September, the same thing, which is on Thursday. Then on the 8th of September, which is on Friday, the same thing happened, meaning that we have been seeing a significant level of AUD USD being strong at this level, potentially seeing AUD USD pushing up to this price action, going back to this place, which is 0.65213. It is possible. If the market could possibly get to this place and before we start seeing another bearish formation, because why? Looking at the way price has been holding at that demand level, it is very strong for the past 3 weeks. It is a very strong level that the price could possibly react from. So this is how to do analysis. You can see the way I'm breaking it down, looking at demand level and supply levels in a bigger perspective, and also following trend. I am not going against the trend. In as much as you can trade pullbacks. All these pullback. Now what we are trading now is pullback. What I'm analyzing now is not the main trend is bearish, but we can actually trade pullback on the daily time frames. If we see a clear one, for example, this is a clear pullback, and this bullish movement could actually change the direction of the trend. We don't know if it is going to be this push that will change the direction of the trend until it shows us that this. So that is just the way I see the market. So the same thing on this is USD JPY, as you can see right there. USD JPY has been a very bullish trend, as you can see. There's a potential chance that we could possibly retest this high, which is 151.971. We can actually see the market retesting this high potentially. If you go to the daily for us to see what price action is doing, as you can see what is going on right there, we are still in the bullish market. But we saw some bearishness on Wednesday and Thursday. The market closed bearish. Then on Friday, we were bearish and we turned to bullish. Now, what could possibly happen? I'm not expecting the market to be all of a sudden start going up from tomorrow, because why? Where price is right now on USD JPY is at a supply level on the daily, because that level price dropped for 2 days from that level and pushed, and price is now back at that level, meaning that we could possibly see a reaction. So if you go to daily, if you go to 4 hours, you see it clearly. So if, for example, that this market is still a bullish market, then we're not going to have a deep pullback. So, what I was expecting was a deep pullback. I'm expecting a deep pullback for us to have a pullback down to this 144. If, for example, that we might not see that pullback, or that pullback did not happen, or the market will still be bullish, I am going to see a pullback for price to come back to this low, then start going up. This is what I'm. This is a possible scenario of what could possibly happen. This place, and you can see, I'm expecting the market to retest this low. Now, I'm expecting the market to retest this low. But remember, this low is a weak low because why? It never broke any high. So we can actually see the market breaking through it. Like I said, it is not a 100% chance that the market will drop there. But my overall retracement level is for us to go to 144.461. That is my overall retracement level. But this is also going to be another level to look out for, because anything can happen in the market. You have to put all of these things in mind, because why? We don't have the liquidity to push price to where we wanted to go to, but we can actually take advantage of what is going on by looking at the footprints of what the market has been doing. If we follow those footprints, we can actually make some money trading the financial market. All right, let's go to the next analysis. You can see the next analysis is a USD card. I took a sell at this level. If you are, I think I dropped it I dropped this sell on my WhatsApp group. You can also check the link in the description to join the WhatsApp group. I talked about this sell, but I was able to close my trade. Now, do you know why I was able to close my trade? You need to understand supply and demand levels. Now, in as much as I am bearish on this trade, but that was the reason why I closed the trade on Friday, to be able to look for another opportunity for a sell. Let me tell you why I closed it. Now, looking at this current price action that we are seeing right here, you can see a lot of things. You need to understand concept of demand and supply level. This is how the market reacts. Once the market gets to supply, expect a reaction. Once you get to demand, expect reaction. All of these things happen every single day, but most people are not seeing it. Now, you see, the market created, look at what happened here. Let me show you so you can clearly get what I'm saying. Now, this is actually a range. The market pushed up here. You can see. And immediately the market pushed up. We went to a supply level. Now, guess what the market did? The market came back, set a low, which is here. Now, this low now created a new high, which brought us to a demand, a supply level. Now, when we are in a supply level on these 4 hours, now I looked at the weekly of USD card. I found out that we're at a weekly supply level. I also look at the daily. I found out that we're at a daily supply level. And I was like, okay, this is a high confluence that potentially we could see a sell-off happening in USD card. And my target is for us to target that low, that where all of those moves started. Now, this is where all of those moves started. This is the low where all those moves started. This low. This is the low that caused all of this bullish move that happened here. Now, you see price coming back down to it. We broke it with a wick, but this candle did not close below it. You can see this candle closed above that particular low. Now, immediately price closed above that particular low. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. Then the next 4 hours, price started moving. And guess what price did? Price did not close below it. You can see the next 4 hours was above it. Let me show you. This is next 4 hour candle. We went below it and traded, and we closed above. And guess what happened? Another 4 hour candle opened, and the market is going up. Now, potentially, we can see this price pushing up, retesting this supply level for another drop. You see how focusing on supply, and if you understand on how to identify highs and lows of every move, you can be able to know where to enter the market, and don't be at the middle. I talk about this in our Wednesday mentorship. You can see this is a middle section. You can see trying to trade this middle section of a trade is very risky, because when anything can happen at the middle section. But if you focus on tops, if you focus on highs and lows of every move, you can be able to capitalize the best of that trade by being at a very good area in the market. I'm not saying that you're going to avoid losses, but you're going to be at a place whereby that immediately you enter the market moves so quickly at your entry. And that is why I was able to catch this entry here. I caught this entry that was on last week, and you can see heavy bullish movement immediately. So it's very important for you to know how to understand, how to stay away of middle section of a trade, so you avoid all of these mistakes people make while trading. So overall, I'm still USD CAD to be bearish, because if you look at the weekly, as you can see, we have clearly taken out these highs on top of here. You can see we have actually taken out these highs on top here. So potentially we could see a bearish movement happening on USD CAD this week, but it can't just happen immediately. We might possibly see a retracement before it starts happening, but I'm actually very bearish in USD CAD this coming week. So this is just what I'm looking at for this week for bearish move. Okay, that's Bitcoin. I've talked about Bitcoin. So let me talk about GBP USD in a bit. I know a lot of you trade GBP USD. I hardly trade GBP USD. I just focus on the ones I need to focus on. I don't need to trade everything. I focus on these ones I told you now is what I trade the most. So looking at on a weekly time frame on GBP USD, as you can see, we are still bearish, but we cannot just keep being bearish. The market might do some pullback before we start the bearish continuation. But let's go to daily to see what is happening. As you can see, what is happening on the daily, Friday close bearish. As you can see, potentially we are bearish. That's just the truth. We are bearish in this market. But let's check on 4 hours to see what 4 hours is doing. As you can see, 4 hours. You can see the way we are retesting this low on 4 hours. You can see the way we are retesting it before Friday close. You can see the way we are rejecting. Potentially, we could possibly see a retracement from here, because I'm not expecting the market just to be bearish. No, the market usually do a deep retracement before continuing any direction that it wants to go. So you can see I'm actually expecting a deep retracement on GBP USD, pushing back to 1.26382. I'm actually expecting the market to push back to that level before we start seeing a bearish movement happening in the market. As you can see, it aligns with this low. So if possibly I see this movement, I can actually take a sell on top here. But let's see how it goes. I'm expecting a reversal on GBP USD on the upside for us to see some bullish movement before the bearish movement officially start, because potentially we could see GBP USD keep going down to 1.23196. So this is potential direction of GBP USD. No market moves on a straight line. You need to have it. You need to have that in your back of your mind. No market moves on a straight line. You can see this the way price has been moving. It push up, it goes down, but it has a direction. You can see. So we just want to trade a retracement for the market to continue going down. So I think that's all for the analysis. I'm going to be looking at the comment section to see your questions and to see some of the things you have to say. Okay, awesome. China, Kelvin, you're welcome. Thank you for the love. Please, if you're just watching us live, please hit the like button, hit on the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the post notification. And again, I put together some links in the description. You can join the WhatsApp group. You can also get the crypto trading course for yourself, whereby that you learn how to engage in the world of cryptocurrency by yourself by doing everything yourself. I want to take your questions because it's already 40 minutes. I don't want this live session to be a long one, so we can actually prepare for the upcoming week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be ending this live session quite early because I wanted to do something else because of my time. All right. Okay. All right. I'm actually checking the group chat. Okay. Okay. No question. That's fine. You can actually join my WhatsApp group. You can actually check the link in the description, join my WhatsApp group, so we can actually do a lot of communication during the week. All right, thank you so much. Okay, do you think that CAD JPY and USD are positively correlated? Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. Yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's just what I have to say. But for me, I can't trade everything, so because sometimes if you trade this particular pair, the other one might be moving well, the other one might not be moving well. You ask yourself, why is this one moving, not moving well? It can be a lot of things. You can see what is going on. You can see what is going on in USD card. You can see, look at this price action, crazy. I told you guys about selling that could happen in USD card last analysis. I think someone pointed it out for me that when I was doing that analysis, this was where price was somewhere around here. And I was telling the person that once we get to a supply, we could possibly see a drop. And you see the market pushing up to that supply level. And guess what happened? We dropped. You see, if you focus on the concept of demand and supply area, no matter the strategy you are trading, demand and supply is amazing. Like, it's going to help you, because demand and supply area is like retest. Let me use the word retest. You can see immediately the market got to this is a supply area. Now, in as much as it got to it with massive bullish candle, that is why I tell people you don't just put a sell limit at a demand and supply area, because the market can get there with a massive bullish candle. Now you can see the way the market got there with a massive bullish candle and closed bullishness. The next 4-hour candle closed bearish. Now immediately the next 4-hour candle closed bearish, you can put your trades. You can see you just put your trade and the market dropped and the market retested that supply level, and we had a major push to the downside. And well, guess what happened? The market reversed up again. So there's a lot of things going on in USD CAD right now. But if you look at USD CAD on overall picture, I'm still bearish on it. You can see it's a very crazy. I can't even tell you that I'm bearish, because if you look at the weekly candle, you see what's going on right there now. We just broke out of that range. We just broke out of that supply on the weekly. You can see we just broke it. So this is what could be possible. This is what could be possible. We can actually see a retest, and guess what? For the market to retest this particular supply level, immediately the market retest it. This is when we can now see if the market will start going down. But I don't trade all these things. Like I said, I won't be trading everything. There is so much currency to trade. I like focusing on those 4. I usually do analysis: Euro USD, AED USD, USD JPY, and USD CAD. This is the 4 I focus on, and I believe I can make so much money trading them, because for the past 3 months right now, it has been a very profitable trading month for me personally. I can tell you, it has been a very profitable month for me. I've actually grown massively in this industry to be able to show you what I am doing and what works for me. Yeah, and I can tell you there's a lot. I have a very long way to go in the financial market, because there's a lot we can do. All you need to just to stay connected and see what's going to be happening in this YouTube channel. I believe I've answered your question. I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday. If you want to become part of our mentorship group, you can actually hit me up on WhatsApp by checking our WhatsApp group and actually chatting me privately. You can actually check the links in the description. All of those links will help you. If you also partake in my free signals, I give out free signals. We don't charge money for our signals. All you need to do is to check the link in the description. By signing up with SNES, you can actually fund your account with $100, and you will have access to all my signals free of charge without paying no dime. So you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Just check the link in the description. See you in another live show. Bye.